Hello there, you wonderful person. I am Garrus Mason. It is Monday, June 23rd. It's exactly 2:38 in the afternoon. And I am going home right now. It's in the middle of the afternoon, yes. I am working this afternoon, yes. But I spent the night at my girlfriend's place and I forgot a jacket. And it's winter. Even though yesterday was kind of warm, it is still winter. And yeah, I'm gonna go into late until 9, probably close to 9 today, not 9:30, because it's tests. And it's not that big of a group, and one student already told me he's not going to be able to be there. So it's going to be shorter than usual. Yeah, but still, I'm going to be going home late in the evening, not late, but in the evening, and it's going to be a lot colder than it is now. Right now it's 10 degrees Celsius. Pretty chilly. Not super chilly, but it's like it's in the middle of the afternoon. Likelihood of temperature rising is minimal. So I gotta be smart, right? Anyways, last time I updated you, it was yesterday. In the early evening, late afternoon. And yeah. So last night, my girl and I watched Game of Thrones, the last 2 episodes of the first season. And oh my god, my girl, incoming spoilers for Game of Thrones, which I don't think anybody cares. She was extremely shocked that Ned Stark was put to the, lost his head. She thought he was the protagonist. And yeah, he kind of was, right? But she doesn't know. She doesn't know about Sean Bean, I guess. Does Sean Bean have something on his contract that says he always have to die in all his roles? Because pretty much every single role he does, he ends up dead. Now that can't be coincidence. Yeah, it was so much fun to see her reaction to it. Oh boy, the early seasons on Game of Thrones are really good, right? Great quality. Great quality. It's really good. And then we spent like hours, pretty much from around 9:30 to around 1 a.m. A little less, watching stupid videos on Instagram together. At least we were together. But that was fun. I enjoyed it. It was a good day yesterday. And then this morning we woke up kind of late. It's close to 9 p.m. 9 p.m. No, 9 a.m. We needed to sleep. And then the guy that was like the real estate agent, he said something. So okay, so there's a fee we gotta pay for the apartment that is 10% of the rent. The rent's value every month. And he told us, hey, you got approved, that's 10%. And we were like, hooray, it's only 10%. And then this morning, he sent us a message saying that it wouldn't be 10% anymore. It'd be like 12.5% or something like that, which adds up. But that's not the worst. The worst is him telling us that, hey, you're approved for 10%. You're good. And then I told you yesterday, right, that we spent a good portion of the afternoon planning, doing the math on stuff. And then the guy tells us that it's gonna be another value, that is more money. Like, if it initially was that amount, 12.5, or he had told us, hey, this is what's probably gonna happen, 10%, but it's not for sure. Then it would have been fine, you know? But because he told us, like, with confidence, you're approved for 10%, and then he went back on his word, we lost confidence on this guy. We told the owner of the apartment. She said that there's another agency, real estate agency, that we can talk to, but we're looking to the first unit we saw on that complex. Changing, and maybe we're gonna change our minds then. This one, the problem with this one is that it requires I don't know how to say this in English, but it's the person that will take the rent bill in case we can't afford it. And you know, it's difficult to ask that question to somebody, right? Like, hey, do you trust me enough to put your name in the contract in case we can't afford rent? So, yeah. But, you know, I got some people in mind. I got my brother-in-law. I think he would do it. Yeah, so we were bummed out this morning because of that. Yeah, that's okay. Still feeling confident, you know? Still feeling confident. And then I went to work. I'm taking the bus now because it's cheaper. Much cheaper than Uber 99, but it's an Uber-like app that we have here. And yeah, today I didn't feel as anxious in the bus because I had done that before, and yeah, I knew what was gonna happen and where I was gonna go out and everything. I never really took buses in life, mostly because I'm a walker. I just walk everywhere. I'm lucky enough to live near downtown, so pretty much everywhere is walkable, other than some real far places like my girlfriend's house and the shopping mall. Yeah. And since now we are on savings mode, bus it is. And then I applied the test to one group, started correcting already. The plan is to now go home, get my jacket, and then immediately go back to work. I think I can get there in time to finish correcting the writings, the tests from this group before I start the next class, which is another test. So that's not much of a problem. In case I'm not able to finish correcting the tests before I start the next class, it's not that big of a problem because this group is also going to be doing a test, so I can just correct the first group's test while the second group starts taking the test. Sounds like a good plan. Yeah. I gotta do, this week is gonna be busier than usual. I'm gonna be working more. Yeah. Because, last week I woke up worried about work again this morning. And yeah, the way to make me relax is to actually do the job, do the work before Friday. Then I'll feel relaxed. I'll tell you about the end of the last semester. It was a bad one, man. I hadn't finished everything that I was supposed to have finished by the last day. The last day where we are supposed to have the report cards ready for parents to go pick it up. So that was terrible. That was absolutely terrible. I felt awful that day, and I don't want to let that happen again. I'm not going to. So in order for me not to allow that to happen again, I'll just work more. Like this morning I didn't go to work because I'm gonna be working until the evening, but tomorrow morning I'm gonna go to work. I'm gonna stay at work to doing stuff. Gonna eat lunch there. And one last thing before I go. We're supposed to do this activity at the very last class that makes students inspired to come back, which I think is a good idea. But I was a little confused on the logistics of time, and I don't know. I didn't feel like my coordinator was as professional as she could have been. I have a feeling she was a little bit too, like I was confused, and I have the sense she took that as a sign that I don't want to do that activity with my students, and that's what's on my mind. But is that really true? Is that the reality? I don't know. I'm a sensitive person. Now, I didn't tell her anything. This is just on my mind. I was as courteous as I was able to be. And it wasn't a public chat with all the other teachers. So I don't know. I'm not gonna waste my time on this because I don't have a super solid foundation that it is what I think it was, because it's just happened this once. So now if this continues to happen, then maybe I'll talk about it. Anyways, you know, I'm very happy working there, and I'm very happy with my leadership. Leadership? Yeah, with my leaders. End of the semester is a time of high stress for everybody, so I have to put that into account as well. The dog was about to bark, but gave up at the last moment. Anyways, that's a long video. I've been recording longer videos, but I'm almost home, so we gotta go. I'll be back tomorrow to let you know how today went, the rest of the day went, and tomorrow, and you know, all the same stuff. So thanks everybody for watching. I have been Garrus Mason, and I'll see you the next time I see you. Bye bye.